In this video, I'm going to go over how to use voice command features in the new 2016 Toyota Tacoma and other Toyota vehicles. Now, using voice command features, you can control the radio station, you can choose different audio sources, you can put in directions in your navigation system, you can send text messages, you can make phone calls, a number of other voice command options that are available. And so I'm going to go through a few of those features that are available in the Tacoma. So the first feature that I'm going to go over is the ability to select different audio sources and different radio stations. And so we're going to, with any of the voice command features, there's a button on the steering wheel here. It's got a face with little sound waves coming out. You basically start by pushing that button and waiting for a prompt to put in any voice commands to control the system. So we'll start by pushing this button.
How may I help you?
Audio source.
Showing nearby bookstores. Select the one you want.
Cancel.
Canceled.
So I wanted to show that as kind of a brief introduction to let you know that the system in the Tacoma is definitely not flawless. There's some issues with it, and it can be a very frustrating experience. Now, the functionality is there, but you have to be very patient with the system and work with it. Now, with something like the radio station that you want to select, it sure is pretty easy to push that button, go to your radio station, select another station, select another station. Very simple to do that. And so whether it's worth it or not with some of these features, maybe not. There are others where it might be. We'll get to that. So let's give this another try.
What would you like to do?
Change the station.
Which frequency would you like to listen to?
FM.
Tuning to 94.1 FM.
I would like those here.
How may I help you?
Change the station.
What frequency would you like to listen to?
100.7.
Tuning to 100.7 FM. What would you like to do?
Change audio source.
You have several music sources. Which source do you want to listen to? Number 1, AM. Number 2, FM. Number 3, XM. Number 4, Bluetooth audio. Number 5, iHeartRadio. Please make a selection or say next page for more items.
Number 4, Bluetooth audio.
The audio source is set to Bluetooth audio.
Now, I don't have any music on my phone at the moment, and so no music comes on, but it does select the Bluetooth audio. Now, as you can see there, it sure is a lot simpler just to select a station than to go through that process, but the functionality, again, is there. When it was going through that list, you actually don't have to wait until the end of the list to select the option, but I wanted to just kind of show you the way that that functions. You can press this button again, and it will give you a prompt where you could then select before you get to the end of the list. And so it's a little bit better than I made it look there. So that goes over audio sources. Next, let's jump to directions. Now, this is a feature where I think it actually is very useful. It's pretty easy to go in and change your audio source or your FM station. If you're in a city that you don't know very well and you're trying to drive around and get to a destination, I think it could come in really handy to have the ability to use the voice command feature. Likewise, if you're on an interstate and you're moving, the system won't allow you to enter an address. And so if you're driving the vehicle and you want to put it in, you don't have time to stop, or there isn't a convenient location to pull off, the functionality there is nice as well. And so I will show you here how to get directions to the White House.
What would you like to do?
Address.
For directions to an address, please say the full address, including the city and the state or province, without the zip code.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C.
I heard 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest Washington, District of Columbia. Is that correct?
Yes.
Starting guidance for a new route.
So there you go.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, then the route guidance will start.
So there's our directions to Washington, D.C. and the White House. So this next feature in the Tacoma, I was really excited about it when I first realized that it was a possibility, and that is the ability to send text messages using voice command options. Now, I'll stop you there before you get too excited or get your hopes up. Just like we saw at the beginning, this system can be very finicky and certainly isn't entirely functional. And so I've had some issues getting this to work, and it's really interesting. I've got an older iPhone. My wife's got a newer one. Both phones, when I originally connected them to the system, would allow me to send a text message using voice command. Since then, I've had issues getting them to connect. I'll show you what that looks like right now.
How may I help you?
Send a message.
The connected phone does not support this feature.
Cancel.
Canceled.
So I'm not sure what type of connected phone Toyota had in mind for this system. You would think an iPhone would be a pretty standard option that would work in the Tacoma. My phone I actually bought in 2016. This is a 2016 Tacoma. My wife's iPhone is a 2017 iPhone. So you would think that one of those two phones would connect to this vehicle. Like I mentioned, they did connect originally. They just don't work now. Now, when I was able to connect both phones to the vehicle to send a message, I will clarify that you don't have entire flexibility in sending a message. And so you can't send a custom message using the voice command in the Tacoma. They've got a number of set options, such as, I'm driving right now, I'll call you back later, or how are you? Just a few simple options that you can select to send to somebody. And so, again, even if it was functional, those message options probably aren't going to help in most situations where you might be wanting to send a message using voice command. And so there's room for progress in that department. So the last feature that I want to show you on the Tacoma using voice commands is the ability to place a call. Now, one thing I really like about the Tacoma is that on the main screen here, you have the ability to put in some of your favorites and place a phone call. And so if you've got a favorite, it's pretty easy just to do a one tap, make a call. If you want to call somebody else that's on your contact list, it's a little bit more difficult because you've got to either go into your phone to place the call, or which is against the law in most states because of hand-free rules. And so it's nice to be able to press the button and place a voice command using voice command features on the Tacoma. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to place a call to the Stradman using voice command features.
How may I help you?
Call the Stradman.
Calling the mobile number for the Stradman.
We'll go ahead and we'll just cover that up.
Hello?
Hey, Stradman.
What's up?
What is
you want to
up?
say hi to the vlog?
If you want to say hi to my vlog.
I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying to get a shout out on my channel right now. That's why you called.
Nice. Well, hey, you're going to get a shout out on my channel in exchange. This is perfect timing. I'm showing the Mike C Nation how to place a call on the Toyota Tacoma using voice command features.
That's true. All right, guys. So I don't know if I want to do this. So my brother right here, he has a YouTube channel. It's a little bit hard to watch. His jokes are probably worse than mine, actually. But yeah, go check him out. There's a link to his channel in the description below. Boom.
Man, I've been working for that shout out for a while. This is exciting.
Yeah.
This is life changing.
Yeah, we'll see if it makes the cut. cut. It probably will, but it might not.
Yeah, well, you might not make the cut either. We'll see.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shots fired.
All right, well, you know, I got to get back to showing people how to use voice commands on the Tacoma, but I'll talk to you later.
Oh, are you kidding me? Am I actually on your video right now?
You are on my video right now.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
You were actually on my video too. I kid you not.
If you want to see the Stradman, I'll put a link to his channel in the description below.
Goodness gracious, you better. I have a lot to talk to you about, actually.
Is that right?
Very, very important business venture that you're going to be so mad when I tell it to you. But
well, I don't want to know about it then.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll talk soon.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
So there you go. That is how to use voice command features on the 2016 Tacoma. If you've got any questions on voice commands, leave those in the comments below. If you know how to get my phone to work correctly with text messages, I would love to hear what you have to say. Maybe I'm just incompetent and don't know how to use the system. That would be very exciting if that's the case, but I've tried everything. I can't get it to work correctly. So leave that in the comments below if you do know how to make it work. Subscribe to my channel for more videos on the 2016 Tacoma. In the meantime, thanks for watching.